Hello Aquarius, how are you today? If you're new to my channel, thank you for clicking on me. I definitely appreciate you. If you're returning, thank you, thank you, thank you. You will also notice that it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I've had some construction going on in the house and I wasn't able to focus on the cards due to the noise and also between the holidays. So yeah, I apologize. I hope that didn't get in anybody's way. This is not my day job, so I wish it was. If you want, there should be a link. I hope I remember to put a link down in the bottom for private readings. Also a Venmo if you want to buy me a coffee or a deck of cards. Definitely be appreciated. I do have a couple of new decks here today. Let's see, Mystic Palette and the Tarot Ruins, the Tarot of Ruins or something like that. I can't remember. Also please take into consideration these readings are general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, if you are a cross watcher, did that come in? No, that was okay. If you are a cross watcher, however, I will tell you that was the come together card and it is poking out at me again. It was for the last reading. So anywho, if you are a cross watcher and you feel the need to reverse roles, please do. And come together is obviously meant for you again, as it jumped out again. We are finishing off Mercury retrograde. It was done yesterday, but there are 2 weeks shadow period, so there may be somebody there who is literally just holding on. Anyway, if you're a cross watcher, please reverse roles if you need to. Also check your star chart, see if there's some Aquarius in there. Or maybe the universe just needed you to get this message. Let's see, like I said, Mercury ended November 29th, but there is a 2-week shadow period. Saturn goes direct in Pisces, bringing a sense of renewed clarity and stamina for long-term plans and structures. Yes, I am reading a whiteboard. I could not remember all of this on my own. Sun is in Sagittarius. Mercury is also moving forward in Sagittarius, creating a week for heartfelt conversations and grounded, meaningful plans. Venus in Scorpio, bringing a depth of emotion to your interactions. Mars in Sagittarius adds energy and a desire for action, especially concerning communication and adventure. Gentle Gardener. And the current situation is coming together and gentle gardening. So maybe there is a relationship that you're trying to bring together and you are being very gentle. You're putting a lot of thought and effort into it. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. All right, so what is this relationship? It sounds really nice. The High Priestess, you're using your intuition, your inner voice. You're allowing the mystery to unfold. Seven of Swords. There may be some trickery, betrayal, or sneaking around. maybe you're sneaking around and you think you got away with it. Is that a separate energy? You may need to find shortcuts to get through responsibilities efficiently. Or maybe this is just some Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. Or maybe you're seeing it. Maybe your intuition is telling you about it. Maybe your intuition is pointing it out to you and you don't. You're just trying to gently guide them away from it. You're like, hey, mentally you're like, okay, so this happened and now we need to gently bring it back on course. Maybe it wasn't a bad sneak. Maybe somebody took something and you're like, hey, something came up missing. I was wondering if you know about it. However, you are listening to your inner voice, which is really good. Yeah. And there is definitely some ill intent, an illusion. Maybe you, there was an illusion of a community. Maybe there was, some sort of community you were wanting to be a part of. Only, your intuition is picking up on the trickery, the deception. Hey. Hi there. Yes, my baby. And you need to be celebrating that. Maybe this relationship is with yourself and your intuition. And you should celebrate it. No, I would say that's back on course. Yep, because it's not. Yeah, it's time to disconnect from it. This was a test of your faith. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You saw this and you're being gentle with yourself. You tried a new relationship. It didn't work. You saw the trickery. You caught the deception. And now you're being gentle with yourself. You're being like, okay, it's all right. It's not a big deal. We're just going to disconnect and we're going to move on. Congratulations. That's not easily done. That's very difficult to do. A lot of us want to, hurt the person who caused us this harm. We want to bite back somehow. And just because you turn the other cheek does not mean that you have to allow it to happen again. You can remove yourself from that situation. And and you've done that. What is the challenge for Aquarius in this? What is the challenge for Aquarius in this? Both of those are trying to come out. Expansion and building. Oh my. One north node. be guided, but do your research. Focus and honesty is needed to overcome obstacles. You know, so be brave about the next steps. We may have a number of purposes in life, not just a single one. It is time for true adventure. Okay, so maybe there is something, like I said, you caught this person doing this deceptive thing, and you're going to move on, and now it's time. You've got to do your research. You need to do more research on the next one before taking the next steps. Everything is connected by the same building blocks of matter. You are electric and vibrating in motion. Being stagnant in your beliefs and growth is unnatural. Building and changing is natural. There's room for infinite variety. Yeah, so your challenge is to don't allow yourself to remain stagnant. It's time to move on from this situation. It's time to keep growing. You have done a lot of growth. You've been gentle with yourself, with others. It's time to move on. You have grown, you've got all the growth out of it that you needed. You've learned all the lessons that you needed from this person, from this relationship, from this situation. It's time to move on to find something sustainable. And you need to focus on, which book is it? That one. Your progressions and your, relationships that are sustainable. This one isn't. Where are you? Okay. Work smarter, not harder. The opposite of a dysfunctional situation is a sustainable ecosystem. Make your life sustainable. Look at the time, resources, love, care, and sweat you put into your life and assess whether you are putting as much in as you get out and whether you're receiving as much as you put in. The input and output have to match. Maybe not every day, but certainly every week or month, or you cannot sustain the long haul. Yeah. Definitely. It has to come back. If it's not a steady flow, like it says, it doesn't have to happen every day, but, it needs to come back to you. Otherwise, you're just going to keep putting in and putting in and putting in, and that is not sustainable. Progressions do not speak of a passing thing, but to the big sweeping arcs of karmic fate, to the soul's journey. Your present situation may not make sense in the short term because it has more to do with big karmic patterns and how those intersect with the karmic patterns of the world's progress and less to do with your daily existence. Stand back and look at your life's journey. Think of the years you engaged with the world and the years you needed time for more personal work. Consider making a life timeline or painting this landscape to see where you are in those big sweeping patterns. The situation may feel fated, but the outcome is not predestined. Though you may feel uncomfortable, you always have a choice about how you respond and where you go. Okay, so yeah, there's something about this situation is making you uncomfortable. There's definitely some trickery or deception going on there. Betrayal. And it's time to end it. And there is something in your past. There is some reason that you hold on to it. Maybe you don't want to end this relationship. Maybe... Why would Aquarius want to hold on to this relationship? Oh, you see growth. You see the opportunities. You see the possibilities. And that's your karmic. Instead of seeing the possibilities, you need to just focus on, okay, It's time to move on. Yeah, it's not even going to give me any other cards. All right. What is Aquarius's recent past? What are they leaving behind? What is Aquarius's recent past, and what are they leaving behind? This connection, you were trying to create something with this person, trying to build something. You're trying to let your there could be emotions that need to go. There could be emotions that you're going to leave behind. This sustainability, this thing that isn't sustainable. You're going to leave this connection behind. It's not even, you're going to leave behind the insecurity, the isolation, the worry, the poverty, yeah, you're going to stop clinging to this relationship in fear that there won't be another one. There will always be another one. What is the advice for Aquarius? In reverse, so 6 life path. Envy, jealousy, and possessiveness are the character flaws to be careful of at this time. You or someone else is closed off, unable to remain open to new ideas or intimacy. Heed the gentle warning that too tight a hold on what you or who you love or what you aspire to will choke the life out of that which you desire. Open your heart and loosen your grip, for what is truly yours can never be withheld from you. If another is shutting you down, let that person be. Don't try to force a door or a mind to open. 1, the Bone Collector in reverse. The past has a way of repeating itself when you haven't learned the lesson of the original situation. You're faced with this now. The Bone Collector challenges you to see yourself as a whole being and not one who is perpetually trying to heal an old wound. You'll repeat the past if you don't reclaim the things you believe were lost. The information you seek lies in your history. Familiarity, in this case, isn't an invitation to dance the old dance once again. It is a call to retreat and choose differently. So maybe you're calling in people who are attached. Because the 3 of Swords did pop up, so that could be that you have a history of calling in married men. You become emotionally attached because, you think nothing is going to happen. You don't see the married men, married women. It could be either energy. You get attached to them. You talk to them because you feel safe. You don't think that anything can happen with them because, oh, well, they're in a relationship, so I am safe to talk to them. And then all of a sudden you find yourself emotionally attached. And, well, this person, the person who is in the relationship may be doing the same thing. They may not realize what they're doing. And it's got to be nipped in the bud. And maybe this is something from your past. Maybe a parent or somebody who was in your life did this. Maybe they felt like they needed They felt more powerful if they were able to, or maybe not powerful, maybe they felt that the connection was more important because this person gave up somebody else to be with them, and they felt, yeah, okay, this person really loves me because they gave up being with somebody else to be with me. And that's the way that you know somebody loves you. Or vice versa. Alright. What is the advice for Aquarius? What is the advice for Aquarius? Nope. What is the advice? Embrace the potential. Explore an abundance of opportunities with an open mind. Answers reveal limitless horizons for your journey. Serene haven. Embrace tranquility as your refuge, where serenity blossoms and peace enfolds your being. Okay, so maybe this person causes a disruption in your peace. Maybe they text you during times when they shouldn't. Maybe their text messages have something in them that make you feel uncomfortable. Like they are wanting, I don't know. It could just be something, and you're picking up on it. You're not comfortable. It's definitely your intuition is screaming at you that this isn't right. Go your own way. Trust your intuition. Embrace individuality. Pave your path with courage and authenticity. Soar into the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are as infinite as the azure expanses. Rough road. Prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. That's the advice. What is this journey? Any clarity for this journey? There could be some fear of illness. You may be, yeah, there's a fear of change here. And then you need to embrace it. Okay. You may be a little depressed. Don't allow yourself to, maybe you have a history of sinking into depression after a relationship ends and you take weeks to come out of it. Honestly, I say allow yourself to feel the feelings, although at the same time, make sure that it's your feelings that you're feeling and not the other person's. Empaths can take on a lot of people's emotions, and this could be their emotion that you're feeling. It could also be pity that you're feeling, self-pity. So don't allow it to cross from depression into self-pity. There we go. Allow yourself the chance to heal, and don't go into self-pity and refuse to move on and get stuck there. Let's see what this is. 18. Stay constant in your endeavors. Do not stop your progress. Seek those who are reliable and solid. Keep your promises. The greatest power is from the inside out. Yeah. So those are your Let's see the environment. Let's see the people that are around Aquarius at the moment. What are the energies involved in this situation? Oh, so maybe there's a Leo involved. Jupiter, 23. There's the energy of think bigger. This scenario requires you to be expansive and forgiving. Deal with it in a spacious, curious, fair, and philosophical way. Think globally. Bring in contributions from all around the world. Consider traveling physically or traveling with your senses by listening to music. Talking to people who grew up in a circumstance foreign to you and get their viewpoint. So maybe this is somebody who is already diverse and you should be speaking to them. Somebody who knows about this, this type of person. Yeah, there's somebody around you who is diverse. They have a lot of perspective on, yeah, somebody's optimistic. Maybe somebody who's too optimistic. And they're encouraging you to keep this relationship. Or maybe this person is optimistic about this relationship. Maybe the other individual who is wanting this relationship with you is overly optimistic. And they're not from your religion, your faith. They're not from your they don't see things the way that you do. They're extremely optimistic. Yeah. Leo. Maybe they see the future. Maybe they're seeing a future and you're not. I think this is the same energy. They are very visible. They light up the room. They live life to the fullest. Yeah. They've got some. This person has extreme Leo energy. They love to be the light. They love to shine. They're so out there with their optimism. They think that they have you wrapped around their finger. So this person is trying to come together with you. And you don't want to have anything to do with it. And all they're seeing is this, yeah. You want this person to just get out of your life. They have some, they lack control. They have some aggression issues. Maybe they're going on vacation. They're trying to rein in their impulses, and they just really have a lot of problems with their impulses. And you need to stop taking everything lying down. You're going to have to pump the brakes. You're going to have to end this. That's the hesitation that I've been feeling in this. This person is trying to get a relationship started. They're going gentle. They're going easy. However, there is something that they are hiding from you. Yeah. You don't have to find out what it is. You can just move along. You don't have to take the time to figure them out. You don't have to take the time to fix them. It is not your problem to fix. Yeah, they're sneaking around. They're definitely... Yep. There may be a significant other that they're trying to hide from you, or maybe they're trying to hide you from their significant other. Maybe you are aware that they're married and you thought you were just being friends. And it's not. They want more. They're hoping for more, at least. All right. What is Aquarius's hopes and fears? Oh. You're wanting somebody to rescue you. You're afraid of it coming apart. You're afraid of, 16. You want somebody to come and rescue you. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask, and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from Spirit. Get into a right relationship with a divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Asking, you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. Okay, yeah, you can ask for help. It's... you do want somebody to help you. And it is okay to ask for help. Just make sure you ask the right people. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. Maybe what this is the gentle gardener. You've always been gentle. You've always done a gentle letdown. You've always tried to, not hurt the person and just, okay, well, I don't have the time, or maybe you should try doing this. Well, I have other plans. Anything so that you don't have to say, I don't like you. I don't like the situation that you're putting me in. A situation is unraveling and your best plans are leading you into a tricky maze. Your challenge is to separate out the elements of this puzzle to get a better perspective on what happened. You may have lingered too long in a place where you didn't belong anymore, seduced by a temporary solution. As you untangle yourself, it's important to maintain a sense of humor. Don't fret. You will learn something valuable that you'll need later when faced with a more dangerous situation. Breathe and know that you are loved. Yeah. You realize this person wants more from you than you are going to give, because they are married. They are in a relationship. They are whatever. They are somehow defective. I shouldn't say defective. The two of you are not compatible. You have grown enough to realize that this relationship no longer works for you. And gently telling this person, all these reasons why you don't have the time for them is not working. The ghosting is not working. You are just going to have to straight up tell this person, I'm moving on. Sayonara. No, I will not see you later. You may have to hurt their feelings, but this is your pattern. You don't want to hurt people. However, this person is hurting somebody else with their trickery and deception by trying to call you into their life and trying to get more from you. They're going to hurt so many people with this, with what they're trying to do. There are so many people. I don't think that you want to be involved in that. This person can learn it with somebody else. You've already learned your lessons. It's time for you to call it quits and move on. You no longer mess with married people or unavailable, emotionally unavailable people. If this is a marriage, then yeah, there are a lot of people who are going to be hurt if they keep trying to pull you in. And if it's not a marriage, then it is, it's still something that you don't need in your life. You've already learned this lesson. All of the cards are saying that you've learned this lesson, and it's time for you to stop being gentle and just put it out there saying, we're done. I'm moving on. Next. Don't come back. Go back to your significant other. I don't want your attention anymore. And yeah, that can be scary because you have no idea what that person will do. You have no idea how that person will retaliate. And that's terrifying. But what is the potential outcome if Aquarius does this? What is the potential outcome if Aquarius follows this advice? Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of those. I'm not taking that many, so listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. Yeah. Embrace spontaneity and trust the journey. Remain open to unexpected twists and turns along the way. A real promise. My tummy is making a lot of noise. If you release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility, float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery, and embrace the sacred within. There's somebody else coming in. As long as you just kiss this one goodbye, there'll be another one. Step into your own love and acceptance, for when you love yourself, everything else will fall into place. River of release. Drift along the river of release, where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal. Yeah, somebody else will come along. It's time for this person to go away. That's all I got. That's all I can say to that one. So let's get a happy message for Aquarius. I haven't used this deck yet. Let's use this one for the happy message for Aquarius. Let's get a good message for Aquarius, please. Oh. Otter Spirit, you are never alone. Turn knowledge into wisdom and be playful. Yeah, those are all happy. And you've got a lot of knowledge. You have really, you've learned all of your lessons. Just one more to go. You've got to learn how to forcefully tell someone to kick rocks. I don't want to be drawn into this. And enjoy it. So, anywho, that is all I got for you. Like, share, subscribe, or comment. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. I truly appreciate it. I hope I see you again. Thank you for allowing me in your time. If I figure out the remote. No, I did not.